I don't know who we're cheering for.
It's all for you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Awesome. Congratulations. I remember it was like a fall TV preview at the Paley Center,
Yes.
which was like season 1 was coming out. It was for that. Now you guys moved to Netflix. You have blown up. What has it been like to see this fan response come in for the show?
Just speechless. It's been insane. I mean, getting to see how many people love something that I get to be a part of has just been awesome. I'm so grateful to be able to give people something that they love. It's been amazing.
It's crazy. You just don't get used to it. You know, our show kind of blew up during the pandemic, and now everybody's starting to go out more, and I've been out more, even though I'm a big homebody usually. And it's just fun to see of like how many people are just even do double takes, and it's like people asking for pictures, and I'm just not used to it. But it's really, really cool just to meet the fans and see how big of a following we actually have. It's really, really lovely.
It's the best. I mean, the three of us, we are the fans. So that's why we
wrote
made
those messages.
Yeah, exactly.
We're making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for ourselves, and we're eating them. And we're just, oh, that's good. I want more of that.
No, it's been really great though. Like, you know, we have been friends since we were teenagers. We've been talking about the Karate Kid forever. You know, we had this idea at first as a movie and then as a series for over 15 years. We've been talking about this forever, and we thought we weren't crazy. We thought that people would respond to the show the way they have, and to watch this reaction has been all of our dreams coming true. It's amazing.
Very excited when they announced that you were coming back for this show. What has it been like to step back into this role and play it so freaking well? Because by the end, I was like, holy crap.
It's been a surreal experience. I mean, the first day walking on set and seeing Ralph Macho, and our paths hadn't crossed literally since the movie that we worked together on, and we just stood there going, is this happening? Are we going back to this? And then the journey of the depth of this character that they brought out, you know, that from that archetypal over-the-top villain that was funny, and you know the humor was that style, and that it wouldn't have worked today, but they brought him back and really fleshed him out. And gave him such great stuff to say, I understand why the way he was back then. Now I understand who he is now and those decisions. It's been a great role.
And I know you guys have already filmed season 5. Yes. You can't really tell much.
Kill me.
It must suck that you film it so far in advance that by the time it finally comes out, you're like, I don't know if I even remember what's happening.
I know. So I try to like keep all of it straight, because whatever people know, I know that. Plus, you know, the future. So I'm just trying my best not to spoil things.
What can you tease? What do you want for Dimitri?
All I can say is it's going to be amazing. You're not going to want to miss it. And stay tuned.
I've loved Robbie's arc, and that finale when you guys hugged, I was like, where are you guys even going to go in season 5 to like break our hearts some more? But I know we've been waiting for that kind of hug to happen.
Yes.
What can you tease for Robbie and Johnny's journey in season 5?
I guess season 5 is, you know, that was, you know, you have those moments in times where you're emotional and you can have those moments, but ultimately, I mean, one hug doesn't fix everything.
Right.
You know, there's a lot of history there, and it's gonna take some time. Whatever that may look like, you know, if they're not gonna end up, you know, kind of having that relationship, or maybe they will, or it's just trying to figure out what that's gonna look like.
You could look forward to what happens following that duo that you saw at Miyagi's grave at the end of season 4. That is a powerful moment that is meant to evoke some powerful images in your head of what's to come. It's a new look from Daniel, a fighting look with a bit of, he's got a score to settle and has some vengeance, and is maybe going to do this not in the traditional way.
You get to see Terry Silver's vision fully realized. You know, back in Karate Kid 3, he had this vision of, you know, Cobra Kai taking over the valley, and you saw him grab that mic yet again, and he's ready to rock, and he's a force to be reckoned with.
Nerds are really going to be in trouble in season 5 because Terry's now running the valley, and you know Cobra Kai is stronger than ever. So if you're a nerd in the valley, you're probably going to get Well, I don't want to spoil anything, but it's not good. Yeah, you got to be careful.
I think the thing that I'm most excited for people to see with season 5 for Sam specifically is, she's kind of gone through this whole journey of like finding and losing herself in so many different ways. And I think 4 was really trying to marry all of those different versions of herself and kind of trying to fit it all into like one person. And then when that didn't work, she thought she had it all figured out. And then when that still fell through for her, I think there's something about just having like a very blank slate and figuring out what's next and not trying to do so much what's happened already.
Can you see her and Tori ever getting along? Is that like a thing you'd want to see on the show?
As a fan, I love every interaction where you get to put two people that should not be in the same room together in the same room. That's one of my favorite things watching the show. But I will say that I don't know what the world would look like that would have to bring them together, but I think to face your boogie monster quite like that, I think is got to be a big feat.
I know you've already filmed, you can't give a lot away, but where we left it with Terry, he's about ready to take over and cause some chaos.
Absolutely. I love how it ends. And season 5 is just a ride. It's just, it fulfilled all my expectations, and I think the audience will be along for the ride as well.
I love when Paul Walter Hauser gets to be on the show. I know that man is off doing movies and he's busy, but it was amazing to see him come back. Are we going to get a little bit more of him?
We love Paul Walter Hauser. We love Stingray. I think, Stingray's story may not be over yet.
I'll steal one of Hayden's, sound bites that he likes to say. If you love the character Stingray from the Cobra Kai show, Cobra Kai is the best place to watch to maybe see that character show up. It's possible he could be on an episode of The Blacklist, but it's probably slightly more possible that he would show up on our show if he does.
I watch every episode of season 5 to make sure that whether he comes in or not.
What's been your favorite OMG moment from the past 4 seasons? Like the thing that you read the script and you were like, this is actually happening.
When Dimitri gave Robbie a run for his money, it was pretty neck and neck. I was super excited to see my boy make it to the semifinals, I think it was. Just from where he went, season 1, the nerd at the cafeteria, to now literally almost winning the All Valley. It's awesome. I'm so happy.
Dating the most popular girl in school.
Hey, oh yeah, hey, that one too. What's up, Yaz?
And I have a question from a fan on TikTok. They want to know if you've ever accidentally, they said knock the shit out of somebody, but if you've ever just had a little mishap, because I know that you guys are highly choreographed and all that, but I'm sure there's got to be sometimes you accidentally get a little tap in the wrong place.
Yeah, no, we've definitely done that. I think in season 4, actually, the final fight, me and Jacob, we shot that fight all day. It was probably like 14 hours of just that fight. So towards the end, we were getting tired, and I think I had missed something, but we had the distance, but for some reason, like I noticed I was going the wrong way, and I extended my hand, and I like poked him in the face, like in the eye. But then I think like 2 takes later, he did something to me, so we were even. It was fine.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, what can I say? I'm so strong. I don't even know. Hey, what's up? Yeah, I don't think I've ever knocked anyone out. I think actually Jacob's almost pushed me over a couple of times, but I'll get him back one day.
Accidentally. Even though you're well choreographed, has any accidents happened?
Yeah, it wasn't on set though, but I did accidentally punch Jacob.
Thank you.
He ran into my fist. Okay, no, I'm kidding. But no, I genuinely was like, haha, what if I, and then it was like, anyway, don't tell him I said that.
He won't. He'll never see it.
Yeah, great, okay.
And then you already have like an end in mind. Like obviously we never want it to end, but you don't also want to become the show that goes on for too long where it's like, what? In your minds, have you already kind of set a path for where you want to see the show go?
Well, Cobra Kai never dies, so there's not an end, so to speak. It's just like a snake in the infinity sign. So just when you think you've reached the tail, you're back at the head. And we are enjoying ourselves so much. We never want this to end. The fans don't want it to end. So why are you trying to get us to stop right now?
No, I don't want you to stop. But,
I know. No, we did seriously. Like we've had ideas of where we want these characters to end up going, and how many seasons it takes to get there. There's different ways of doing it, and right now we're just enjoying it. We have a lot more story to tell. We have things that we've planned out, things that we have been talking about doing that we haven't been able to do yet. So, I think Josh said publicly once, we finished season 5, and we didn't intend for that to be the last season. We have ideas beyond that, and we're hoping to be able to keep the dojo going.
the fan base of Cobra Kai is unbelievable. They are so committed, and they pick up on all the nuances, and they're just fantastic, and I'm so appreciative to them. It's been a joy to come back to acting and to experience that.